name is April, and I'm here and I'm starting a online ministry presence for Farmdale. I'm super excited to be starting this, and our goal for it is to reach people that may not be able to join us on Sundays or Wednesdays, have other classes going on, just feel more comfortable online. If you're searching, you're wanting, you're learning, that's the goal for this, is to reach people that may not be able to be reached in other ways, in person, out of person. I hope that you find some comfort in knowing that this ministry at Farmdale is being provided. We also wanted to let you know, as people viewing this, tuning in, that Farmdale has many ways to connect and be involved. Online now is just one of them. So if you want that more in-person part of Farmdale, you can join us on Sundays starting at 9:30 for Connect classes, or we have 10:30 church service on Sundays, but we also offer Wednesday night Connect classes as well. And you have ladies, men's, children's, teens, young adults. If you want to get your hands dirty and be put to work, we have the hands-on ministry. We also have a women's class on Tuesday mornings, when we would love for you to be a part of it. So for today, I want to talk in Deuteronomy 6, and I'm going to be reading 4 through 9. And for the most part, I'm just going to be reading little snippets of the word, but I encourage you on your own time to read the full passage. There's a whole lot of stories in there that are beneficial, I don't have the time for all the time when I'm doing this. So today we're going to be reading Deuteronomy 6, 4 through 9. And that is, "Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your strength. These commandments that I give to you today are to be on your hearts. Impress them on your children. Talk about them when you sit at home and when you walk along the road, when you lie down, when you get up. Tie them as symbols on your hands and bind them to your foreheads. Write them on your door frames of your homes and on your gates." I picked this because we're talking about it in Mike Van Zant's class on Sundays. If you haven't been a part of that class, it's super awesome and I hope you join. But I hear this verse, I've heard this verse many, many times, and honestly, I was like, yeah, love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your strength. And you hear that all the time, especially growing up. It's just one of those verses that are brought up many, many times. But what I really like is I use a study Bible because I like the life application that comes with a study Bible, and I like the way that the study Bible explained it. And I'm so thankful that we talked about this verse in that class, because I'm able to look at it a different way than I had growing up. And what it says in there is, "The Hebrews were extremely successful at making religion an integral part of life. The reason for their success was that religious education was life-oriented and not information-oriented. They used the context of daily life to teach about God. You must make God a part of your everyday experiences. You must teach your children to diligently see God in all aspects of their life, not just those that are church-related." The Hebrews took the word very seriously. It was a very significant, the biggest part of their life, and they had much success in teaching and showing their children what it means to follow God and to understand that relationship with God, and that it was so important to do so. And they did that because they weren't just reading the book and taking the test after and moving on to the next. It's more than that. It's deeper than just having the knowledge of what God teaches. It's putting it on your hands and your forehead to be reminded every day that it starts within your home. And they say it all the time, if you want to see good change, it starts at home. And it's the same way as I'm not a parent, but I do have people in my life that I see frequently and spend time with. And what is the impression that I'm leaving or that I'm giving them when they come to my home? When they come into my home, are they feeling the presence of the Lord and the time that I get to spend with them? Or am I just filling the time and the space being with them with just nonsense, essentially? And so if you're out there and you have children, what is the impression that your children are living with? What are they taking out of their home and into the world, that this is important to in my home, so it's important to me, and it should be important to you? So my encouragement for you this week is to think about what it is inside your home. Growing up, my parents made it a priority to be at church and to keep commitments and to love God with all our hearts, with all our soul, with all our mind, and all our strength. And because of that, because they found that important enough to teach me, to instill into me, I understand today what that meant. And I have a foundation that was built upon that love of God and that relationship that is stable. There's stability there. And I'm able now to be in His Word, to be comfortable with His Word, and to grow within it. So I encourage you to just think about what goes on within your home and what your children, what your peers, what the people in your life, the impression that they have when they leave. And when they leave, are they bringing that impression back to their home? Are they bringing a relationship with Christ and opening that door within their homes or within their lives? It's so, so important. And if you want to see God change, it's going to start at home. And if you want to see God change in the world, you're going to have to teach it to your children. You're going to have to teach it to your peers, and you're going to have to love them endlessly. But you're going to have to love God endlessly first. So, I hope that I see you next Thursday. I'm going to be doing this every Thursday, a new video, and we're just going to be searching through the Word together, getting comfortable in the Word together, learning and growing together. And that's my goal from this, is that you feel comfortable and confident a little more each time we meet. And that you also understand that there's people at Farmdale that love you. We don't know you, but we are praying for you, and we are hoping that through this ministry, you are able to have a little bit more joy in your day. And you can go forward with God, feeling rejuvenated and powerful and confident in His love for you. We're praying for you, we love you, and we hope to see you in person sometime. But if not, tune in next Thursday. Thanks, bye.